polite. And then he said, look, I did come to the Opera House once and I saw you there. What work do you do? So I explained about the costumes, get them clean, put them on the dancers, get them on stage, take them off, get the costumes off, get them clean for the next show. And that was the end of the conversation. Then Paul Prenter called about a week, 10 days later, asking my boss if I could do a 6-week tour with Queen looking after the stage costumes. So that 5 minutes talking to him after that show was what worked. What did amuse me was once we were actually on the tour, and the first time we were traveling in a limousine together, that we went to Brighton to do the show, and we were just talking, and the Royal Ballet came up in conversation, and I asked him, well, what did you feel like? What was it, for you with the Royal Ballet? He says, well, look, I thought I'm amazing, you've seen me on stage, how I can move, and everything's amazing. They asked me to do things, and I had 2 left feet. The thing is, that was another thing with Freddie. Anybody who spent years training to do things, he admired so much, which started with the dancers, but that's also how he developed the relationship with Montserrat Caballé, because she had been trained for years and years and years for the voice that she had. Just to give you an example of how that worked, on the Barcelona album, the track En Sueño, the one that she wrote the lyrics for, he gave the track to her to produce. And so she was the one who decided, what, we'll do this here, and then at this point they sing together, and it goes quieter and quieter and quieter. That's the only track that they actually sat together recording. Everything else he had recorded before she put her voice on, but this was together at a microphone. So the note arrives, and Montserrat just stands there and gets quieter and quieter and quieter. And the note arrives, and Freddie starts singing and walks further and further back away from the microphone, because he had no control over the voice like she had. And it's things like that that really stuck with him, that really impressed him. Okay, Freddie and his cats. He absolutely loved cats. I liked cats very much. His favorite was Delilah, of course.